Whew. I don't know how many takes it's going to take for me to get this thing done right. I'm going to tell you. Wrestlemania has had its ups and its downs. It's so just up in the air right now. What's it going to be like this weekend? I've been a wrestling fan since the early 90s. Early 90s. I remember watching wrestling back in 93, 92. Remember seeing Undertaker would win WWE Championship from Hulk Hogan. But wrestling fans, this WrestleMania is, they say it's too big for one night. It's so up in the air, and this Monday Night Raw really shows it. It really shows it, okay? I had an alright build to it, don't get me wrong. I'm not coming on here, and I'm not going to just sit and gripe, moan, groan, and complain. But you have The Undertaker come out, cut a really good promo, a type of promo he doesn't usually cut, like telling AJ Styles that he wouldn't have made it in the Attitude Era, calling AJ Styles by his real name, all this different types of stuff that he said that was real life in it. And then you show the gravesite behind him. Let me make this clear. I hope WWE does not take that promo and take everything they're building up with that matchup and just take it and make a no disqualification match and have it right there in the Performance Center arena. They're doing something special with the Firefly Funhouse match. I hope they do something special with this Boneyard matchup. I'm knocking on wood. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I hope you all do the same. Now, wrestling fans, they have that segment, and then we have Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Just a sec. Strap yourselves in for this one, folks. Now, let's face it. If you get down to what Paul Heyman really said, it was blah, blah, blah. I'm spitting out the same stuff that I say each and every time I cut a promo on any one of Brock Lesnar's opponents, unless it has to do with Ricochet or Rey Mysterio. That is pretty much what he said tonight. He has the look, he's in the right place at the right time, but he's going to be victimized, beaten and battered by the reigning, defending, blah, 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 beast incarnate. And then next year, 1 year from tonight, I will be standing here proclaiming that he was victimized and dominated by Brock Lesnar, and I will still be the advocate of the WWE champion. That's pretty much what Paul Heyman said tonight. Now, one of two things is going to happen this Saturday or Sunday, and that is Brock Brock Lesnar is going to retain the title for one reason only. Nobody's in attendance. Why would they give Drew McIntyre a crowning achievement in front of nobody? Nobody. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Or Drew McIntyre is going to Claymore hit Brock Lesnar's head right off for a 1, 2, and 3. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below. I mean, so you go from The Undertaker in his segment, which I thought was really good, you know, because it was building up to something that I hope they do something special with, to Paul Heyman's usual typical verbiage about his opponent and the ongoing saga championship reign of Brock Lesnar that nobody wants to see. And I would just be okay with Brock Lesnar being on TV as long as he doesn't have a title around his waist. It's like, okay. And then, of course, you have Edge. Where they put, not out in the arena, they put Edge, looked like in, I don't know if it was the boiler room or if it was just in some staircase with the lights off, or if it was in the locker room with the lights off, somewhere. But he cut a promo on Randy Orton and about grit and about all this different types of stuff, right? And the only thing I'm really thinking about throughout the entire promo and throughout this entire build as they're showing it on the way up to his promo and stuff is the simple fact that I hope this is now one and done with Edge. I really do. You know, a lot of times WWE brings in these legends and stuff, and it's a one and done matchup, and then bam, they're gone. Well, if it's a one and done matchup and it's bam, done, then we all know who's winning Sunday. It's Randy Orton. If it's a one and done, which to me sucks. So I just hope that Edge either wins or it's no contest, and neither man answers the count of 10, and the rivalry continues on. That would be cool. Now, we go from that to Becky Lynch, who, as everybody probably thought, got choked out tonight. And not only did she get choked out, but they showed Wrestlemania 35's main event, which showed her crowning achievement. Her crowning achievement, wrestling fans. And the only thing that's coming to my mind when I think of this achievement is Shayna Baszler's winning. Shayna Baszler is winning. You have pretty much just showed us that. Nobody else for her to beat. WWE showing us this match on TV is telling us that Shayna Baszler's winning on Sunday. And quite frankly, you didn't need to show us that on TV to let us know that Shayna Baszler was winning. Because who else is there for Shayna Baszler, for Becky Lynch to beat? Nobody. Nobody. She's beaten them all. But good match to build up to, a good match to show Becky Lynch's crowning achievement. Well, it's a bad spoiler on their part. Of course, then you have Andrade being hurt. And Austin Theory is taking the place of Andrade. Zelina Vega's new client. Wrestling fans, I'm just going to be honest with you. You might agree with this, you might not agree with this. Okay? Look, I would be okay with WWE putting the titles on Angel Garza and Austin Theory. It's more believable in my eyes now. Austin Theory doesn't have a title around his waist. And plus, he's just brought up. What better to bring up somebody, get titles around his waist, get him a little pat on the back by doing that, and have Zelina Vega on his side for a while? There you go. It's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about in the comments below. And other than that, we saw Kevin Owens spill out his promo on Seth Rollins, which honestly, in my eyes, was just whatever. It was just whatever. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens promos are not too interesting in my eyes at this point when it comes to their rivalry going into WrestleMania. It's going to be a good matchup. As far as the rivalry themselves, they both can do better than having a rivalry with each other, because I wasn't that invested in it when they were battling back and forth, and Kevin Owens had the Universal Championship. So, y'all let me know what you're thinking about in the comments below. And really, that was Monday Night Raw, the go-home show. So, not a ton to it. They sprawled out a lot with Becky Lynch's match, that huge WrestleMania 35 matchup. They showed Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at Survivor Series. Why, I do not know. If they were wanting to show Brock Lesnar's dominance, they could have picked a better matchup than that. Brock Lesnar, in my eyes, has been more dominant in other matches than that one. Okay, whoop-de-doo. He beat Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. Ooh. You could have picked a better match than that. Okay? Ricochet was more the match with Ricochet was more dominant than the one with Rey Mysterio. The only difference is Ricochet's lasted 10 seconds or less. I think. Didn't last that long. Anyway, wrestling fans, I'm getting out of here. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in comments below. Give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe. And until I see you again, this is Webby. I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.